Hi, this is Lisa. This video is a short and sweet warm-up and then some seated sun salutations. Might want to have a block on hand or something like a book or a pillow to be able to rest your hands on when we go into a forward fold. But let's get started, so come to your chairs. Let's sit up nice and tall. Have your ankles underneath your knees, toes facing forward. And as you come up through your legs, let's start to root down through our sit bones so we can stack the vertebrae one on top of each other. And finding our crown reaching up towards the sky, shoulders soft down the back, chin tucked in a little bit. Hands resting on the thighs, maybe turned down or turned up, whatever feels right for you this morning. So we're looking to have our shoulders over our hips and our ears over our shoulders. Nice, long, tall alignment. And then soften the gaze or close the eyes. Coming into our practice by drawing our awareness inward. Start to notice your breath. Noticing it flowing in and out of the nose. Just bringing awareness to the sensations you feel as you draw that breath in and let it go. And start to come into some cleansing breaths. So exhaling everything out. Let's take a big inhale in, and then out of an open mouth, let it go. Another beautiful inhale in, and then sighing it all out. And then let's take the biggest inhale yet of the day, drawing that breath in, and letting it all go. Now let's seal the lips. Breathing in and out of the nose. And start to drop the chin down towards our chest, lengthening out the back of the neck, letting that neck stretch out, and maybe feeling this through the shoulders, the top of the back. With the inhale, let's lift the head, open the eyes, and drop the right ear over right shoulder. So let that left shoulder be heavy. Keep that heart lifted. And now send the breath into the left side of the neck so that you feel it open and expand on the inhale and release on the exhale. Let's start to take the chin now towards the right collarbone. Stretch moves on the left side of the neck. Breath flows down to the left side again. And then drop the chin down to the center of the chest. Head is heavy. With the inhale, lengthen back up, lifting the crown of the head up towards the sky, sitting up nice and tall. Left ear over left shoulder. Just breathing into the right side of the neck now. Keep those shoulders soft. Heart is lifted. Turn the chin now to the left collarbone. Pause here. And then let's drop the chin down to the center of the chest. Head is heavy once more. Inhale, lift that head up, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take the chin over top of the right shoulder. And then slowly move it across the top of the chest, all the way over to the left. Coming back over the center of the chest and back over to the right. And one more time, going across the chest, all the way over to the left. And then coming back to center. Let's start to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder again. We're going to do some neck rolls. So let's take the chin and lift it up just a little bit and then drop it down. And let's roll the head all the way over to the other side. Left ear over left shoulder, lift the gaze, lift the heart, and then dropping it down. So we're going to do a couple of these, rolling from side to side. I want want you to be mindful for how it feels for you. And if you notice you've got some tinging or something is impinging there, something has a lot of tension, you might want to pause and hold there and give it some time to work its way out. So your neck rolls might be slower than mine, or they might be faster, but you're doing what's right for you. And then let's finish this last one by dropping the chin down to the center of the chest. Head is heavy. Oh, nice. With the inhale, lift the head up. Bring the arms down by your sides. Let's do some shoulder loops in one direction. So taking the shoulders up and back and down, rolling them through. And then let's pause and take it in the other direction. Perfect. And let's go ahead and bring those hands down by our sides. Turn the palms out and inhale those arms up overhead. Nice. So extended Tadasana, mountain. So take the front ribs and tuck them in. Find a little bit more length in the back body. Your arms are dropping into your sockets there. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and do some side stretch. So I want you to grab that left wrist, turn the palm up so you're lengthening up through the left arm on an inhale, and then side stretch over to the right. Let that left hip be heavy. It's anchoring you down. Inhale, coming back up. Release that left wrist, grab the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen, and then side stretch on the exhale over towards the left. Right hip is heavy now. Keep the chest open. You're not rounding here. Let's inhale, coming up all the way, and release those hands down. Nice. Take the right leg, and let's cross it over top the left leg. Sitting up nice and tall, root down through the sit bones. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and on the exhale, let's twist towards the right. Right hand reaches around to the back of the chair. So you're twisting through your abdominal section and then bringing the upper chest, the gaze over. Nice and soft with that gaze. Let's release the twist. Keep the legs crossed and then turn over towards the left. Let that go. Come back to center. Uncross the right leg. Let's take the left leg, cross it over top the right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Exhale and let's twist over to the left. Let the shoulders be dropping down and you're lengthening up through the crown of the head. First twist, so be gentle with yourself. And just be with the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Let's release, coming back through center. And then twist over to the right. A nice little counter here. And then coming back through center. Let's uncross the legs. Let's go ahead and take the feet a little bit farther apart than they were before. We're going to do a little bit of cat and cow. So with the inhale, start to bring the heart forward. Shoulders roll down the back. You've got to arch the back body. You're coming into cow. And then on an exhale, let's start to round the back body. Navel reaches towards the back of the chair, arms towards, or the hands towards the knees. And then with the inhale, bring the heart forward. So your sit bones and crown of head are going backwards, heart is forwards. Exhale, round into that back body, chin to chest. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Beautiful, big cat here. And then inhale, let's sit up nice and tall. Let's take those arms by our sides. Turn the palms out. Inhale up, lengthening up. And then cactus the arms and flatten the back and come forward just about halfway. And then release the hands down to the thighs. So we're looking to have a nice flat back here. Neck is long. And I want you to be telescoping the crown of the head forward as you're reaching the sit bones back behind. You should feel that through that low back, that sacrum, that lengthening sensation. So bones might not be moving, but you should feel it in the muscles. Let's keep the abdomen area toned up so that your belly's not just flopping down towards the floor, but it's engaged there. Beautiful. slowly, crown of head drops down, coming into a nice forward fold. And then with the inhale, let's start to root into our feet, into our core, through the sit bones, and coming up. Nice. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come into our seated sun salutation. So arms come by your sides. This is where you might want to have a block between the feet. You need help reaching the floor. Arms by your sides. Turn the palms out. So you should feel those shoulder blades rolling down the back. Let's inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, cactus the legs, flatten the back. Release the hands down to the knees, and on the exhale, slide all the way down. And then inhale into cobra. So hands come up to the top of the thighs. Heart opens up, shoulders are going down the back. Exhale, hands slide down the front of the shins. And that left hand comes either to the block or to the floor. And you're going to sweep the right arm up. And then release the right hand down to the mat or to the block. And then sweep the left arm up on an inhale. Exhale, release that right hand down. Let's take the hands to the outside of the feet and reverse swan dive all the way up. Bring palms together at heart center. Let's do that again. Palms come by our sides. We lengthen up. Cactus the arms, flatten the back. Release the hands down to the knees and slide them all the way down. Forward fold, and then inhale into your cobra. Exhale all the way back down. Right hand comes down, let's sweep the left arm up. Left hand comes down and sweep the right arm up. Right hand comes down, hands to the outside of the feet. Reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together into heart center. One more time, palms come by our sides, we lengthen up. Cactus the arms. Release the hands down to the knees, slide all the way down. Inhale into your cobra. Exhale all the way down. Left hand stays down, right arm sweeps up. Float that hand back down and take the left arm and lengthen it up. Left hand comes down, hands to the outside of the feet. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Big and beautiful palms to heart center. And release those down. Let's go ahead and get that block out of the way. Let's just add a little something on here. So I want you to bring those feet a little bit closer together. Let's take that right leg and bring it up to the chest, hands on the outside of the shin. And let's have a nice long spine here. Let's go ahead and point that right foot and then flex. And then let's lengthen it. You know what? Keep it right there. Point that foot again. And let's open the heart up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring forehead down towards knee. Inhale, lengthen up. Then let's extend that leg out and drop it down towards the mat. Hands come to hips. With the exhale, let's hinge forward over that right leg. So your toes and your knee are facing up. They're not over to the side. And you're lengthening out over top of that right leg. You might not come down very far. And as you're here, just breathe. Hamstring is starting to open up on that right leg. Maybe you can soften that right kneecap. Maybe you can come down a little bit farther. You might start to find some openness. With the inhale, let's start to lengthen back up, sitting up nice and tall. Drop that right foot down and slide it back in. And let's get the other side. Find your tall alignment. Bring that left knee up to the chest. Hands on the outside of the shin. Shoulders dropping down. Point the foot. Let's flex the foot. And then point. Let's open up the heart. Taking the gaze up towards the sky. Sternum is lifted. And then with the exhale, round the back body so you can bring forehead to knee in the crunch and then lengthen up. Let's take that leg out nice and long. Foot is flexed. Drop that foot down. Hands to thighs. Let's go ahead and exhale and hinge forward, coming over that left leg. Make sure your toes and your knee are facing up towards the ceiling. You don't want them parting over to the side. And just stay here for a second. Giving your left leg some love, some time to open up. And with the inhale, let's lengthen up. Sitting up nice and tall. And drop that left foot to the floor. Let's start to take the sit bones and walk ourselves back in the chair. And coming into our final pose, our corpse pose. I want you to lift the feet, just relax out, legs relax out so you're heavy through your hips. Turn those palms up, shoulders are soft down the back. Maybe chin tucks in just a little bit. Soften the gaze or start to close the eyes. Finding yourself becoming relaxed in your chair. Letting the breath flow over you and through you. And releasing any tension or tightness that might be there. Finding ease and peace. Let's start to come back to our breath, noticing it, and then bringing some movements, small movements to fingers and toes and wrists and ankles, letting them roll around in one direction or the other, and maybe the arms and legs start to lengthen out and you take a